Okay, welcome back to my playthrough of Panzer Corp 2. We are on the first scenario of Barbarossa, turn 10. So far, the advance has been pretty easy in the south with the Romanians, and they're advancing well. You can see they've already taken their first objective and are now, two objectives, and are now closing in behind Vinica and Zhytomyr. The Germans have done pretty well also, although the advance has been much tougher for them. They're sort of farther to the west, maybe 2 or 3 turns away from Zhytomyr and Vinica. I think that the strength of the Soviet defense has been broken. We've killed a lot of tanks. The Air Force has basically been wiped out. So I think now it's just mop-up duty that's remaining. One thing I don't really understand is what are these orange areas? I haven't figured that out about the game yet, but they don't seem to matter much, I guess. Anyway, I know for sure there is some Soviet armor in this area between Vinica and Zhytomyr, so I have to be careful about advancing here. And I also would like to clear out this cavalry so that it doesn't get into my rear and start advancing in the rear. So let's start, I guess, in the north. We still have to reduce this bunker. Right now it's a 0-2, and the bunker's only 2 strength, so that should kill it. Let's do that. And then I think potentially before I go on, I might try to reinforce this AT gun, but I will wait a turn to do that. Let's first see if he's needed against other units. So let's send the Stug up here and bombard this guy. Let's send the Panzer 4 here and hit this guy. We can make an attack here. That's an overrun, super. Now I can put replacements into this tank. He's already suppressed, so I don't really want to attack with him ideally. And then this tank, well, I'll probably force him south if I do this, which isn't exactly what I would want to do. And now I can't reach with the AT gun, so really I don't have a lot of choice there. Let's go ahead and do it. I do think that I'll send the AT gun here rather than reinforcing him in case the armor comes out of this area to attack my Panzer 3. He'll have some support from the Stug and also the AT gun. This infantry now can move forward and still dismount, so we'll do that. And then let's see what's needed down here. Soviets made a counterattack here against my Romanian armor and my pioneers. They've also got 1 tank remaining here, so let's see if we can reduce this tank without taking any losses, ideally. With German core troops that will keep the experience, that would be the idea. I think I will reinforce this Stuka this turn, although maybe not. Let's see here. This Stuka will rebase forward. To which airfield is the question? I think that I will go for this airfield. And then this other Stuka, I probably can just finish off that armor, and that would remove him from the way next turn instead of reinforcing the Stuka. So I'll do that. And then I want to get some damage on this gun, so let's do that. That's an anti-tank gun. As far as killing this unit, kind of looking for the best way to do that. So let me reinforce this guy, and then I'll run up here and hit him. That should kill him, hopefully, and I'll get an overrun out of it. Yep, okay. I thought I had an overrun up here, but maybe I already used it. I think I did. Okay, up here, let's put our artillery here. Our other arty can go, I think here would be okay. think I'm going to want the artillery. It's kind of in the middle here to fire at both cities, so that's pretty ideal. Here, let's pull back this artillery. And then fire him at, I think I want to fire him at the anti-tank gun. Because that's where I would like to make my attacks. I need to kill that before I can kill the infantry, I think, because it fires in defense of the infantry. So I'll send my Stug up here. I don't really want to use Romanian infantry because I want to get the experience on my Germans. So the Romanian infantry and armor, I'll probably waste 11 here. Or should I go ahead and cause the damage with the Romanians? Tempted. Because he's on a river, he's vulnerable. Let's not though. We'll send this fighter in, do some damage. And then we'll just let the Romanians kind of tag along. We already have this pioneer down here. I kind of think let's send this pioneer sort of into the middle area. Actually, can I undo the last two moves? Yes. So this Romanian, okay, I thought he might be able to make it into the forest to protect this guy if he moves here, because I think if I move here, actually I'm pretty safe here, because the only thing, I think I'm safe because this looks like a river hex, so he would have to go here, hit a Zoc, and then get to me. So I thought he could go here, but I don't think he can. And besides, it looks like he's in a... he's in a truck, never mind. I was going to say it looked like a half track to me for a second. Which would provide more protection. Okay, so here in the south, let's take our ground attack craft or our fighter. Let's use the ground attack aircraft. Or do we want the experience? Let's get the experience on the fighter. So we'll send the fighter in. Hit this guy. And then, where's my other gun? Here he is. I'll also fire the gun, and maybe that would let me get an attack off. Yep. So let's just see if we can sort of force him back. Yep. And then we'll move the gun up here to back the tank. And we'll also move the cavalry over. And up here, I'm a little reluctant to advance. Maybe I'll advance a little bit. I'm sure they're going to come pelting out at me if I advance, and the problem is I only have one tank here to fight them off if I move into the Soviet armor. So actually, I'm not going to move there. I'll just leave them alone. This guy could hit the artillery, but I think I'd rather do it with the German. So we'll use the German here. Maybe I can cause a casualty, get a little experience. Yeah, looks like I did. Alright, I think I'm done. What's left here? That guy can move, but yeah, why not? I'll hit this guy. Let's get a scout in while I'm at it. So I see there's only one unit here. That should be pretty easy to take. That's encouraging. This scenario should be almost over. Where else can I move? That's it. Okay. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Okay, on to the next turn, turn 11. There is another T-34. Amazing. Came straight out against my Emil. The artillery went into the woods. Okay. Let's try to finish this artillery off while reinforcing this guy so that he's ready to go forward next turn to Vinica. We can fire our gun here. And then we can probably put in an attack with fighter. Nope, that won't do us any good. Is this... Why can't I advance? Oh, I see. There's a AT gun here. So let me try to kill the AT gun next. That's 4 kills. That's what I want. So we'll do this. And then we'll move our Stug up, bombard this guy. And then these are our pioneers. We will advance to here and try to kill them to get some experience. Done. Okay. And then I wonder if this is actually a recon unit or a tank. Spotting 2. It's not a recon unit. Okay. Let's move. I think I'll move these infantry up, or this infantry up. I got a breakthrough on this tank, so I'll go ahead and take advantage of that. And I'll back up these guys with the artillery, also getting them within range of Vinitsa. I think I'm okay with 2 artillery down here, so I will... Actually, if I put him here, he can fire Vinitsa next turn, so that seems better. I'll move this guy forward, and I could take the airfield. He would attack out at me. Doesn't seem like a bad move, but not really necessary, so let's go here. Let me undo that. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and take it, and that way we can put some planes forward to be sure that we can reach everything we want to reach, because this Stuka can't reach the front at this point, so let's take it. I know he'll attack me, but I don't think I'm too worried about losing some Romanian light tanks. This is my Junkers 87B. He can rebase and attack on the same turn. I know I want to hit that T-34. Let's do it with the R, the Stuka R, to get the experience. And then let's put a replacement in this guy. And then let's move this, let's see, what else can we do? Well, let's take care of the T-34 because he's almost dead. I think I can kill him for some experience with my Panzer 3s and 4s. And they need it. So let's do that. This guy definitely want to get experience on. Let's move him up, make this attack. Let's put some replacements into my anti-tank gun. And then let's send this Panzer 4 up and get him some experience. We'll reinforce this infantry for the final push. And then I'll roll forward this tank. Now we know they have tons and tons of artillery up there. The question is, do I want to roll forward? That was the question. And then how can I protect my artillery? If I go here, I will not be protecting my artillery, but I could put the Stug here. I'll pause it for just a sec. Okay, so let's do that. Let's try to push forward. I'll push the Panzer 3 here. I'll push the Stug here. And then I'll get the guns forward. The Achilles heel here is that this infantry could now move out and hit me, but let's hope that he goes instead for the let's hope he instead goes for the tank right next to him. Sorry, I couldn't complete my sentence. The phone kept ringing. Over here, we probably can push a Romanian into this area. I don't know, an infantry might be useful. Let's go ahead and move the fighter forward to this airfield, I think. That way he's there. And then, what's left to move? Have I moved everything? No, apparently not. I didn't move the Romanians. So we'll take a shot there, and then we will try to push them in the direction of my main force. Okay, the Romanian plane is available. Also my level bomber. How far can he reach? He can reach all the way up here. Let's go ahead. Let's fly the Romanian bomber. Maybe we can do a little bit of damage to some tanks in here. So we'll just put him, let's say, here. That's an armored car. And boy, I hate that armored car because it's got a great gun. It did a lot of damage to me earlier. So I'm glad I can hit it. This guy, let's put him here. Start bombing the city. This Messerschmitt, let's move him to the forward airfield. And then I think I'm done because I don't want to move these units yet. Yep, done. Next turn. Here they come. Another T-38. I think that's a recon unit, so it can move more than once. They didn't move the armored car, they replaced it. That's okay with me. Alright, so now we begin sort of the final stage here. Let's rebase this guy forward to this airfield. Then let's use him to hit this armored car, because I don't want that guy to do much damage to me. And then now we should be able to potentially move in here. Let me move in the Stug. Bombard. Then I'll move the Panzer Corp up and hit him. I'll also move forward with my infantry. I can use a fighter to get some experience here. And then I can probably finish him with this Panzer Corp to get some experience for him. Great. Oops, I didn't mean to move there. We'll start the cavalry back here. The tank also. The artillery. I don't think I'm going to need any of those units, but let's just go ahead and start them moving. Here, he didn't come out of the city, which I'm a little surprised about. This is a 75mm, so let's roll it up within range. This guy should be able to move up and dismount and be supported by this artillery. We can move the recon tank. Just for kicks, I'm going to move him toward the rear in case there's some unit hiding back there that I haven't seen yet. And then I can try to respond to it with him. I'll move the Stug up and bombard. That'll also hold the airfield. Here we can just move adjacent to the river. Alright. And then we've got a Stuka back here. Let's send it in against the most threatening tank, which probably is this T-38, I think. Ah, wait, actually, there's an artillery back there, but I can't reach it. That's okay. Let's do this, and then let's grab a fighter. I wonder if there's a flak back there. No, there's not. I'll hit the artillery, and then I'll use another fighter to hit this tank, or actually, maybe the armored car. Where are my other fighters? I do have my level bomber remaining. We could send him against the city. And then the question is, where does this armored car go? I think let's send him, or sorry, I mean this fighter go. I think I'll hold him temporarily here. Let me move this unit. Yeah, we'll go here and try to cause 2 damage to him. Maybe even kill him if we get lucky. We did. We got an overrun. Let's get him some experience. Take the overrun. Attack this guy. He's almost a 1-star, almost. Then my Panzer III will move up. And then last, I got an overrun, great, so I can just move him right onto the armored car. He's almost at a star as well. It'd be great to get a star in this scenario. I got another overrun. Okay, and now it's time to start bombarding the city. I'll bring in the level bomber. I don't think I've done that yet, unless I did it and forgot. Did I? Oh, I brought him to this city. Okay. So then the fighter, there's nothing much for him to hit. If I fired this guy, no, I have not. So let's go ahead and fire this guy, and then we'll just scoot the artillery forward. The AT gun probably cannot do much. Let's roll up our, I'm not sure if he's going to dismount there. I can't tell. I think he's going to dismount. Yep. So let's put the AT gun behind him. I think he'll fire in his defense, although maybe only against hard targets. Oh, the bunker. I haven't taken the bunker hex. That's interesting. Let's back up here. I need to go into that hex with somebody, so we'll do that. And then here, I don't think this is really ready to attack yet. Let's see. Nope. Okay. So we'll move this guy forward. I'll move him here where he should not be spotted. And I'll cover him with the Romanian infantry, just in case somebody does spot him. That way he can't be hit. And I think I might be done. Let's see what's left. This Romanian plane can move and fire, but at this point it's just all about experience for the Germans, so I don't think I'll move him. I will move him here just to kind of scout the area. Let's do that. This fighter can make an attack if there's anyone worth attacking, but I don't think there is. So he'll stay in place. This tank, Panzer 4F, he can, I don't really know what he can do usefully, probably nothing. So I'll just move him up. And I should be done. Done. Okay, turn 12. This could be the last turn of the scenario, I think. Let's see. Bombard, 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 and then bring in the level bomber if it's needed. Is it needed? No, not really. I've got a Pioneer here. 07 is pretty good, so we'll take that. And then we'll use our other Pioneer. Or a tank that needs an experience star. Let's use a tank. What do I need? Who needs a star here? This guy could use a star, so we'll move him south and try to do damage with him. He surrendered, and I think he got his star. Great. We'll start bombarding here. There's some artillery back there we need to take out, so let's find the Stuka R. Can it reach anything? Nope, it needs to rebase this turn. We'll rebase it up, the other Stuka will hit the artillery, and then we'll send our tanks against the artillery. Okay, so let's see what kind of an attack we can get here. -1, -7 is not bad. Is there anything else I can use to help the attack? Does not appear to be. Maybe this Romanian unit. Oh, no damage there. Alright, let's make the attack. He's forced out. We should be able to kill him with this guy. He's done. Let's take this airfield. Let's also take these objectives with some German units in case it gives prestige. I'm not really sure if it does or does not, but let's be safe and take it with Germans. Let's take this with a German unit. And I think the scenario will be complete. Oh yeah, I have to take this X. Okay, and then let me save it here. Save game. Save it here in case we need to come back here for any reason, and then we'll take the last objective and we're done. In case it gives experience, we'll... Oh darn, let me undo that move. Nope, it's too late. Let's do this. Let's say review battlefield. I will load game. Because I could have taken one more objective in airfield there, so I might as well take the prestige. I earned it. Okay, so we'll take the airfield with, let's say, this guy. And then we will take the city itself with someone else. I'm trying to figure out who can do it. I guess this guy can do it. Okay. Alright, done. That scenario turned out to be, I would say, easier than I thought. It only took 13 turns, and I thought it could be a really long slog. But it's the first turn of Barbarossa, so you have to expect that the first turn of Barbarossa could be easy, or the first scenario. Okay, let's see what's next.
Your new orders, effective immediately, are to halt the advance towards Moscow and swing back south in the direction of Kiev in the Ukrainian SSR. Apparently there is a huge pocket of Soviet troops forming there. Some estimates reach 500,000. It's your job. The majority of your targets are here, from Chernigov to Konotop to Mirgorod. This roughly triangular area has too many Soviet forces for us to simply ignore. We need you to get your forces in there and clear them out. Every airfield, every town, every city, every farmhouse, and even Kiev itself must be completely subdued. You had best get your men moving quickly. It's a long detour to Kiev. Twice as far to double back to Moscow.
Okay, so it looks like, even though I started the first, by the way, I got combat luck. Okay, I'll pause here and I'll come back in the next video to talk about this, but it looks like I've been placed in charge of a Panzer group from Army Group Center, even though I started the Barbarossa as Army Group South. So now I'm basically Guderian, sweeping south of Kiev in whatever month it was, I think August. Okay, I'll stop the recording.